Hello, lovely sunny day out here. It's going to be an awesome hot one today, I think. On previous videos, I show you a piece of steel that a friend of mine had sort of donated to me. Now, he's got a windmill not far from here, and we've done some bits and pieces for him in the past. And there's an old piece of angle iron that I think was part of the old sluice gates or some working part of the windmill. He had it laid in his hedge up there, and I asked him to donate it to me, and I said I'd make something out of it for him. Typical of me, things have got a little bit out of hand, but I'm really pleased with this, and I think it's going to be a really nice little project, and something that's a bit quirky, not my normal sort of thing, but it's been a real cool one. So I'll show you what we've been up to. So feels like it needs an introduction, but this is the wizard's chair. You can kind of see why it's got that nickname, and the fabricator was saying that people kept asking what the hell he was doing, and he just said, I'm making a chair for a wizard. So it's kind of got that look about it. And what we're going to do is, on the seat part, I've got a real sort of heavy, thick piece of wood that's going to go on the top there to make the seat up. Gives it a bit, that's going to give it a bit of meat and a bit of structure. He's made the base up out of old bits of scrap, and one of the nice things when you give people a very loose sort of criteria and just say, just knock this up for us, some people put their own little touch into it, and this is kind of what he's done. He's just gone, picked some bits out of the scrap bin, and made up this base to my sort of specifications. I'm really happy with it. And one of the things that we didn't notice, well, I sort of did notice, but I didn't take too much sort of heed to it really, it's got a natural curve in this bar. Now, weren't sure, but I think we've sort of sussed out that it's there from day one. I think that was put in as part of, to give it a bit of strength, and it kind of works really well as a seat back. So we're going to paint this all up, detail some of the stuff, paint it up in a black, put this sort of base on it, and I think it's going to make a really nice structural piece for his garden. I think that'll look amazing next to his in with a lot of the other stuff he's got. So yeah, that's the wizard seat.
Very good stuff, mate.
The black's on. I'll suss a bit of wood out in a minute. We've had these lumps of wood laid about for ages, and nice bit of grain in these, and they're very old bits of pine, but I think it's going to be something like that. And just cut a bit out and see what it looks like. Sort of a bit like that. So just let me show you something here. This is a recent purchase, and I don't think there's many things as dangerous as a chainsaw, but this could be one of them. I'm going to do a little close-up for you here. This is advertised as a wood carving saw which you fit onto the grinder, so it's like a mini chainsaw blade. That definitely looks like it could have your hands off. So we're going to give this a little go now and see if it's as good as they reckon it is. Well, I don't mind admitting I'm a little bit nervous, but let's see how well this goes. Definitely get some, need some gloves on, I think. I don't know if you can see that. That's why you need gloves. Pretty awesome bit of kit. So we've just carved a very rudimentary tree into the seat of this. I'm going to try burning it off just to give it a bit of definition. This may work, it may not, but I'll give it a little go. That's quite effective. I think
bit more sand and a bit more messing around, we might be starting to get somewhere with that. But so back on the wizard's chair, trying to get this tree design to look something like how I want it to look. It's not there yet, but so we've got a very lonely looking winter tree, so I'm going to put a little bit of blossom on it, summer it up a bit. Right, we're going to show you the transformation now of this in the bare wood just after I've put the blowtorch over it, and when we get a bit of oil on here, this always amazes me how it just brings the grain up. This is just a cheap Deccan oil, linseed based Deccan oil. I haven't found a great deal of difference between any of them, so I generally just get the cheapest we can, water it down with some white spirit and just multi-coat it. So if this is going to be outside and you give this enough coat of oil, that'll last forever, whereas the varnish tends to gets a little bit the sun dries it out a little bit and tends to crack a lot. Even the best varnishes don't last. You can get some stains that are really good, but I think you can see there just how well that brings out any detail in there. It's a bit crude, was a bit me really, but it's just something a little bit different just to put in the top there. Little wizard's tree. Once this dries out, you'll get different shades in here, from like the black right through to the very light bare wood. Get a close up. Say, I claim to be some woodwork artist, but it's just a little bit of bullshit in there. Right, I'm gonna finish putting the oil on. Right, just got this bit of old firewood. I'm going to cut this and shape this into a little back rest here. Although I'm not having much success drilling through this, is like absolute granite old cast iron. But anyway, we've got another idea for that, so we'll cut this and get this in as a little backrest. So it's kind of going to go in there like that, sort of, just so you actually got something to rest up against. But yeah, just give it the once over. metal, so I'm going to try a little different thing just to get this attached. So we're trying to secure this back plate in here. It's very difficult to drill the steel, so I'm going to try a little bit. I tried rope through these holes, but it didn't quite look right with the sort of theme of everything else, so I'm going to try a bit of copper wire, see what that looks like. That's really effective. That's tightened that up a treat. So coat oil on that. I've got a few little finishing touches and we're sort of there or thereabouts really. So that's the back plate done, sort of matches in with the bottom there. Coat oil. The only other thing I'm going to do is I've got a little thing just to put in there which is sort of crying out for something. So I found a little thing in the shed that I've made up out of some bits and pieces. I think it'll be quite effective in there. Should just pick up the sun quite nice, that. Couple of touch-ups of the paint. Now I kind of hope in one respect the bloke don't like it, because I kind of do. So I might end up keeping it, but if he hates it I'll bring it back here, because I think it's quite mental, quite wacky, my sort of thing really. But yeah, touch up a bit of paint and then we'll get it over to him. Right, final destination for the wizard chair. So here it is with the customers in their beautiful place. So it sits there quite nicely, part of the old windmill.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Absolutely
Reuben.
wonderful.
You happy?
Lovely.
The carving's brilliant.
Never thought it'd be a chair.
Well, there's a little surprise for both of us. I didn't know what it was going to
Not
be
in our
either.
wildest dreams, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
And the carving on there,
Yeah, it's like the tree of life.
really nice.
Really
Lovely.
well done.
Happy
Find
people.
something lovely for it.
I'm a bit gutted now because I quite fancied it myself.
No, you
Oh,
can't
too
have
late.
All right, nice one.
Lovely. Thank you.
Right,
you.
take care.